And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Got a great show lined up for you. A lot of evidence, of course. I'm going to show you the past history of XRP, how all this ties together from 20 years ago until today. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of those things, but I'm going to show you some stuff on this program. We're going to start with back in 2017-18 and how there was an announcement made that Ripple and China are working together. But I'm going to show you this article here that was put out. Now, remember, they put out an article. Almost nobody has this article. Somebody sent me this one. I've already done the show. Let me show you this right here. Okay, there you have it. Who's the first one on the show? Dan Marrero. You got Andy Arby, Jersey Kathy. Then we got G.O. Crypto Greek. Now, what I'm going to show you is here. Check it out. So, we have a copyrighted 2018 Zetland Fiduciary Group. Now, I want you to see something. I've already shown the partnership with Ripple and China, and it's through Lian Bank. Now, and I've also shown you like a ton of stuff about Ripple China and all that stuff. But that goes back even before, like we're talking 2001. So, with Ripple and China. This is an article here that came out. This is an example of stuff I want to show you. Now, this wasn't published. I don't think I've ever seen really anybody have this article before. I've never seen it. Had I seen it, what we got here is how, okay, for my evidence, I've already shown you Ripple China 2001. Okay. I did that about last week. And I showed you a web page that clearly showed the Ripple logo and Ripple China and the whole shot. I let you actually see it. I downloaded the link so you could watch it in the chat if you were live. And you were looking at it, and people were saying, oh, look, 2001. Yeah, it said 2001, 2013. Ripple China. Okay. Whoa, 23 years ago, Crypto Hulk? That's impossible. Ripple only came out in 2012 or 2012 or 13. Okay, then you tell me how there's something from 2001 with the Ripple logo and it says Ripple China. You fucking tell me that, okay? Because you're so fucking smart. What I got here is an article. I'm going to read it real quick. It's when they officially had a coming out party. Okay. Now, this is 2018. It's called Zetland Fiduciary Group newsletter. They officially came out to the world in 2018 saying Ripple works with Lian Bank in Hong Kong, which is China. And now it's supposed to be like, a woo! The Crypto Hulk, oh, I found earlier, 2013. Have a lot of this stuff in 2000. So 5 years earlier. No other channel showing you that other stuff with Ripple China except, well, Crypto Hulk. And I'm going to show you here right after this little article. Cryptocurrency issuer Ripple got its foot in the door of the Chinese market by signing a partnership agreement with Lian International, a Hong Kong-based payment services provider. Remember, I've always told you, these countries around China, for instance, Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, all these things, it's China, okay? But they're letting these little countries call their own names. It's kind of like what these other countries do. They are the buffer to protect China. Okay, they're like a buffer. And before you get to China, you got to go through these other countries first. It's like the gauntlet. If you can pass this, and the guy pops out with a sword. And now you got to fight him. Then eventually you make it to China. So when we see Leon Liang working with Hong Kong, it's just another thing is what these little countries are. It's a because China's communist, so they have to pretend to be communist. So, but they know that that doesn't work to make money. So that's why they have these special government zones in their countries that are tax free. They call them trade free zones because they know that communism doesn't work and they want to make money. So they want to be known as a communist country, but they want to do capitalist things to make money. Makes no fucking sense to me, but let's move on. It's a way to control power. It's a way to control your people. It's a way for certain people in the Red Dragon country to make millions of dollars while the rest of the people are poor. That's what it's all set up for, is control. So cryptocurrency issue Ripple got its foot in the door in China by signing an agreement. Now they're announcing this in 2018. And I'm going to show you in 2013, Ripple helped make the Chinese a cryptocurrency. And it's called, guess what? Ripple China. How original, huh? No other channel's shown you this, just Crypto Hulk only. Because I want the best for you. I want you to know you've got the best channel to find how all this comes together. You know, they're talking about, oh, the Chinese yuan and da 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 da. Oh, we got to be afraid. Well, people that don't watch Crypto Hulk channel should be afraid because you have no idea what's going on in the world. My show shows you exactly what's up. The importance of there's so much news in crypto. I don't need to go over it. I only need to go over what's important and interesting for me. Under the agreement, Leon Liang will use Ripple Enterprise blockchain solution called Xcurrent to process real-time cross-border payments into China for merchants and consumers. In a tweet, Ripple Brad Garlinghouse wrote that his company just opened the door to the largest e-commerce market in the world. Ripple noted that cross-border payments related to China's commerce will be 1.7 trillion in 2017. Here we are, 7 years later. Whoa. And you know how much talk there is about Ripple working with China and all this stuff? Zero. Isn't this amazing? Like we're finding this is like the biggest secret, okay? With RippleNet, we will further enhance. Okay, they're going blah blah blah. Ripple is the first one which opened payment network of the world. Ripple is the first one which opened. Okay, so we probably have a Chinese interpreter translating Chinese into English. That's why the English is really bad right here. Through the network, it can transfer any currency, whether it's US dollar or RMB. You see this? You got XRP. They're talking about converting. Okay. It can transfer any currency. So they're already running XRP 7-10 years ago back in China. How about that? You ever heard that on any of these other channels? No. Ripple's RippleNet is decentralized global network of banks and other financial institutions that's responsible for providing real-time transaction confirmation. RippleNet is a payment network. Let's see. Leon is an electronic remittance company which can be founded in 2003. Authorized by the People's Bank of China. Let me skip the rest of this. Let me check some comments, and then I'm going to show you the exact tie-in. The exact Ripple tie-in here. You got Stephen Morris right now just donated to the channel, went above and beyond his membership dues. Stephen, thank you for that. I try my best to give you this news that's totally awesome, where I'm showing you what they don't want us to see. And that's why my channel is so hammered from this platform. Underpass 61. Thank you for the donation to the channel. It's officially 3 years since I found the biggest, craziest, greenest, lying mother effer on YouTube. Thanks for all you do. My pleasure. Tomo says, how do you find all this information, Hulk? You're like the Jack Reacher. Well, let me tell you something. Some people send me stuff like that much, or no, let's be real. I get about this much of stuff sent to me. Okay. So that little tiny article was sent to me. This next, yeah, I mean, so it's like barely anything. How do I find it all? My higher power, put it like that. And I got some investigative skills. I can look into some things and deep dive, but I come up with all kinds of mad, crazy stuff. I think one of the reasons why is because YouTube pisses me off so fucking much that it makes me work harder to deep dive. Because if I was like these other channels, you get lazy, fat and lazy, and then you hire people to do the news for you. Like, hey, go find me this news and I'll pay you like $200 a day or something or whatever it is. And then you just sit on your fat ass. And then I got corporate sponsors, let's say, and then I just read news for 15 minutes and I'm done. And I don't come up with anything amazing. I just read off the top 5 or 10 news articles, do that shit in a 15-minute show, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I'm done. See how that works? So that's why these people that are some of the richest or have the most popularity, they don't find shit because they don't care. It's like if you got corporate sponsors, and I'm pulling in like 100 G's or 50 G's a month or something like that, man, why the fuck am I going to work hard, right? I'm just going to get paid, put out dog shit videos for 15 minutes, and then go back to my mansion and drive my Lambo. I mean, that's just what I would do. So that helps explain the rest of the channels and stuff, you know? Tomo. Thanks for answering, bro. Massively appreciate what you do. The amount of work you must put in behind the scenes is crazy. It's like a total full-time job. Some people think, oh, you just get on the air for an hour and people give you all this money. No, there's way fucking more than that. You only see the hour, not the hours that are required just to make the show. And that's the show. then I talk to people, try to answer certain questions here and there. I don't get into long discussions in the chat. I don't got time for that. Like, I barely have time for stuff in life, honestly. Haven't been on vacation for 5 years. I've been doing this show for like 5 years straight. Well, 4 years, but haven't had a vacation for 5. But anyhow, let's get back into this news right here. So what did I just show you? The last thing I just sent was Ripple China. Ta-da! No other channel shows you this because these people are fucking useless. Right here we got Ripple China, 2013. 2013. Let me explain. Let me ask you a question. Let's do critical thinking. Time to critically think. If Ripple hit the scene in 2013, right? Let me ask you a question. Critical thinking time. How the hell? Here's how you know Ripple's bullshit, okay? Hey, look, everybody loves Brad Garlinghouse. Look, it's all fake. This whole thing is Hollywood. The government has a psychological operation called Ripple, and all these people are buying it. They're going to be going to Las Vegas, shaking their booty, shake, 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 shake your booty. And everyone's going to be like drinking little drinks. And ooh, we get to hang out in the room with Brad Garlinghouse. Woo! Dude, he's a government plant. Okay, back to the adult conversation. Critical thinking skills. Put on your hats. Because I'm going to break this down because
That was easy.
I've got this content here. It's going to make it easy. So we got 2013. Ripple is a startup, right? That just happened to pop up in 2013. And looky here, Ripple China, 2013. Now, how the heck, I gotta watch my language. I don't want to fucking cuss on this show. How the heck does a startup, right? Startup, because Ripple's a company, right? That's why you're going to Las Vegas to shake your booty. Because Ripple's a startup, and all of a sudden they land a contract called Ripple China. Like, and they make a crypto and it's for sale. Like, seriously, how does a startup just waltz right into the red commie country, and say, "Hi, I'm Brad Garlinghouse. Like my smile? I use Crest Ultra Bright." Um, and, and then you make a crypto with that country? Seriously? Like, think about this. I could start a startup. Am I going to walk into that Red Dragon country and say, "Yo, hey, what's his name? Mao Zedong or whatever, you know? The whole that dude was a Chinese dictator like 70 years ago. Well, whatever, you know his name. Uh, whatever it is, Mao Zedong or whatever. Okay, so you've got, you see what I'm saying? So the government comes out with a 2018 announcement. Oh yeah, Ripple is working with Liang. Well, what? Well, that's in 2018. Well, what about the crypto you guys made? 2013. What about how did? Okay, Ripple, please explain to me. I mean, government agency, Ripple, please explain to me. How does an article become groundbreaking news in 2017-18 that Ripple is working with Liang, which is Chinese, when 5 years before then, they already made a cryptocurrency? Come on now. You can't have it both ways there, buddy. See what I'm saying? Like, Crypto Hawk finds these things. These other channels have no clue. They're clueless, right? You guys, we're sitting here laughing at all this shit because this shit's too fucking easy. YouTube has pissed me off to where I will find the best fucking news that's based on GP. Now we're basing it on general principle shit that I do. They're trying to keep you from my channel. They're trying to keep you fucking broke. I'm going to dig that much harder because I'm smarter than them. And I'm showing you all this. I'm just showing you all these things right now. Right now. Like Stephen Morris got me hooked on this dumb shit. Jimmy Dean, Corn Cracker, says absent fee for thee. Thank you very much there, buddy. They're going to make a movie about XRP one day and you'll be in it. Well, naturally speaking. So we just uncovered, I love this because this shit's too easy for me. We just uncovered, now this whole video is 2 minutes, 22 seconds long. And I just completely show you all the deep divey evidence on how China's been there with with Ripple from like 2001. And they made their little cryptos and all that stuff. And it wasn't called a digital yuan. It was called Ripple China. You can see it right here. It's for sale. And you can even, there's a wallet address. It doesn't quite show the whole thing right there. But yeah. Crypto Hulk showing you. Let's go to the next article. Right now, I'm purposely on YouTube because they're trying to cut off their nose to spite their face. So I'm going to be here right every day saying, hi YouTube, still here. Oh, I know you turned off my other channel. I was making a show a few years back. YouTube didn't like it. So they deleted my whole channel. It's called Crypto Hulk 2. I'm still here cranking out videos. Haven't gone anywhere. Hello. I'm just here to piss them off, really. This is all general principle stuff. Now I'm just trying to really dig deep, show you guys all this stuff, and I'm going to use the YouTube platform to show all the truth to the whole world. And they can't handle this. They fucking hate this shit. Because nobody on YouTube doing what I do. I'm an animal. And you know what? I don't give a fuck either. People like the channel, you don't like the channel, I don't fucking care. I'm not here for you, haters. I'm here for people who want to know the truth. People who want a guy who makes crypto videos that does not give a fuck about YouTube and these other platforms. I'm not trying to get all the people. I'm trying to get the right people that want the truth and be like, hey, watch Crypto Hulk. If you want to know exactly what these little people are doing, because I can dig deep and find out everything. Everything. All right. Next article. Here we go. I realize YT is messing with my video feed right now. I can tell. Computer's making noise. It's kind of like skipping kind of a thing. Oh, I know they're doing it. YT's always messing. But to tell you what, if I was to sell dumb shit like scams and all that, they never mess with you at all. That's how you know you're on the right channel. When you can't find my shows. Now I do have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X. You can be alerted on those channels. Remember, 3 times a week, delete your YT app, reload it again. It takes about a minute to do that. I do that to my phone too. It really helps the computer. These are all the things you want to do. To be rich, your biggest enemy is YouTube. So what we try to do is work around these dumb shits so you can get the information. Excuse me. Robert Driscoll, finder's fee, never give up. Oh no. It's almost like every day I get up and when I make these videos, it's like me kicking YT in the nuts, even though they're guys that don't have any. But it just ideologically, that's what I'm doing here. All right. Kick them. Okay, I got to start the next article. Securitize is a company that's a Ripple partner. No surprise, right? They're going to launch lending service using tokenized assets as collateral. Oh man, let's get into this one. A question I'm frequently asked: Crypto Hulk, what are we going to do when they shut down the exchanges? Oh. It's okay because these people are amateurs and they watch other channels, and that's okay. You can come to Crypto Hulk channel and learn what the hell's going on. So, Ripple, like I've always said, Ripple will give to us what we need at the time when we need it. Right now, you don't need to know shit, okay? Because there ain't nothing happening, all right? So, you're not going to know, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You're not going to know a fucking thing. It's called waiting. So you put your crypto in a hardware wallet, Faraday bag, and just fucking wait, okay? You're not going to do shit. You're not going to lend. You're not going to yield farm or whatever you're going to do. You're not doing it, okay? It's just how it fucking goes. I know it's not exciting. I'm sorry. I can't provide entertainment for you. I'm sorry that you're 3 years old and you can't wait 5 minutes to get rich. I've only been waiting 4 years. Not a big deal. Who cares? Who gives a fuck about Crypto Hulk? You just got in crypto last week and you think you're going to be rich. Okay, I got it. That's how we do shit in your world, right? That's planet Uranus, by the way. Tokenization firm Securitize, Ripple partner, announced the launch of a new subsidiary called Securitize Credit. I want you to see what's going on, everybody, because here's your off-ramp. Or if you got your crypto and hardware wallet, then it might be your on-ramp. The Morgan Stanley-backed startup is best known for tokenizing KKR and Hamilton Lane funds. However, it offers a wide array of services relating to asset tokenization, including a FINRA-registered secondary market. A new subsidiary will run a securitized earn program. Enabling what? Here we go. Here's your $1 million answer. Okay. Enabling cryptocurrency holders like you and me to lend it stable coins and tokens. Okay. So that's what Crypto Hulk is possibly going to do once I know that it's safe and I won't get busted for 3,000% tax rates from the United States Communist government under control of the Democratic Party and probably those Republicans that are communist leaning. What we got is where you got your crypto, you lend it, sell it with a repo agreement to get it back to securitize. That's what people are going to be doing. In turn, the securitized credit subsidiary will use the funds to grant over collateralized loans to borrowers who provide collateral in the form of private assets, including crypto. Some borrowers might enter into a repo agreement. That's what I was talking about earlier. Some of you might want to enter into a repo agreement rather than a loan. In other words, people will sell their crypto to securitize credit with an agreement to buy it back in a month or 3 at a marginally higher price. So the loans granted will provide the borrower, which is you, with USDC tokens. Now we have a Stellar tie-in. So first, let me show you this article. We're going to go back to the article later, but just read the title. Here's the proof. Here's the proof that Securitize is a Ripple partner. Oh, hold on. Thomas, keep them lies coming, Hulk. I want everything. I want everything. Go Sappers. This guy's always saying go Sappers. Well, Esteribe1, thanks for that regular donation. Watching your words fee. I'm watching my words. Now, check this out. Here's the title. I told you Ripple-backed Securitize raises $14 million. Okay, so you see right there. So Securitize and Ripple are partners. I'm going to show you now. Now, if you look at the bottom of that article, I just said you Ripple back. So now we know Ripple is backing Securitize. Got it? Got it. Look down below where Securitize is written in purple. Underneath that, the company started off in the IBM Blockchain Accelerator program. So Securitize started off in the IBM blockchain. Got it? So now let me show you where IBM is a stellar partner. Copy and paste. So there you go. Let me show you where that's at. You see where it says Stellar IBM Partnership and IBM's 3 Stellar products. Go down below. You see the word summary in dark black. You see the word overview, dark black. Next, you see private networks via Hyperledger. Go to the second sentence. What does it say? The Stellar Development Foundation joined the Hyperledger Foundation as an associate member. This is an IBM. This is IBM information right here. It's a broadcast and they put it out. So now I've just shown you. Let me go back to the original Securitize article I started the show with. Securitize to launch a lending service platform. So now we know that Securitize is a Ripple partner And Securitize started off as working with IBM, who works with Stellar. Okay. So that's how, in my opinion, those two are connected to Securitize. I want to remind you guys again, look, I don't care what you get. XLM, XRP, XDC, all three, just one. It doesn't matter. They all work together. I'm trying to show you that, okay? They, in working together means they're not holding hands. It means their programs are complementary to each other and they're integrated where they need each other. They may not be talking to each other at all. Jed, who started Stellar and XRP actually, Ripple, is the brainchild of all this. But maybe Stellar, from what we believe, that Stellar and Ripple are not talking, and okay, fine. But they're going to use each other's technology. That's just a given. Okay. And they all work together to facilitate global payments. So they're all working together. So we can loosely just call that partnerships. Okay. But Crypto Hulk, there's no contract between Stellar and Securitize. Like, dude, just shut the fuck up with that dumb shit. Go watch these other channels where they talk about Dogcoin and shit. Please go watch that. Where they talk about Shiba Inu. Please watch those fucking channels. Don't come to my channel. All right. You don't need to help anybody here. Trust me, we're fine. I'm lying to them every fucking day so they get financially wrecked. All right. Now we got the Stellar connection with Securitize. Let me see here. The loans granted will provide the borrower with USDC. So what happens is somebody wants a loan, they're going to get USDC, which is Stellar. Okay. We wondered what Securitize would do with the crypto received in the rewards program to transform it into USDC in a low risk manner. We asked Securitize, but didn't get a response from publication. Let me go through this. They're just talking about, okay, that's the gist of the article. I'm not going to really get into all of this. It's not important to know this other information, but I just wanted to show you like an off ramp because I get asked that frequently. Crypto Hulk, what am I going to do if, just like you predicted, Crypto Hulk, 4 years ago, we'd have 100 crypto exchanges and then there will be 10. Well, Crypto Hulk, it's kind of looking like that might end up to be true. Yeah, told you. Well, then Crypto Hulk, if the exchange is shut down, where's our on ramp, off ramp? I just showed you right there as one of them. And over time, I'll show you another and then another. Like, it's just, I don't have them all written down. I'm not concerned about it right now, me personally. This might take a while before I have to really look at, okay, I need an off ramp. It's not going to be tomorrow, so I'm not concerned. Okay. More coffee. Let's look at 30-minute mark. Okay, I'm going to go over this article really briefly. I'm going to send it to you again. So now I'm moving on to the second article, but I already sent it to you. Okay. Ripple-backed Securitize raises $14 million from Santander. That's a Ripple partner. Santander, Banco Santander is a money transfer business. They're Ripple partners. And then you got Mitsubishi, like Japan, MUFG, Japan's largest bank, a Ripple partner. So what we're seeing here is this. Ripple is facilitating with Securitize a lend, loan, earn kind of a program. You got Banco Santander, global bank, involved in the money transfer. Mitsubishi, Ripple partner, involved in the money transfer. That's what we're seeing here. Spanish banking group, Banco Santander. Now, I'll tell you what, if Santander is a Ripple partner, then that government of Spain has to have some kind of a non-disclosure agreement. with Ripple. Okay. That's my opinion. I don't have evidence for that, but we do have evidence because people are posting that Ripple has 1,700 non disclosure agreements done. That came out in the Ripple court hearing. And guess what? I'm going to tell you what. If you got Banco Santander, then you sure as hell got the Spanish government signed up with a deal, and the country of Spain, the bank, you know there's a deal with Ripple and the bank, okay? You don't have Santander out of Spain moving money all around the world and you don't got no relationship with Ripple. I call bullshit on that, okay? I call non-disclosure agreement, okay? Just Crypto Hulk's opinion there. Now, what's interesting to know is Mitsubishi, which is MUFG, Japan's biggest bank, and they're kind of working with Tezos and Algorand. I'm not saying buy these cryptos. If they're ISO 20022s, I don't know enough about Tezos and Algorand. I did a show once on Algorand, deep dived it. I mean, if you want to diversify, I would go with the Algo because MUFG is a legitimate Japanese bank that's massive. And if you're working with MUFG, then it's a legitimate company. So that's why I wanted to pull out of this article. Let me see. Securitize advertises itself as a platform for issuing and managing digital securities covering industries such as equity funds, fixed income, and real estate. Nomura. I'm going to leave this article alone. Securitize is a pioneer in on-chain digital securities and has a strong founders team. The Tezos Foundation, the Crypto Tezos mission is to fund strategically relevant projects and businesses building on Tezos. So if you get Tezos as a crypto, I'm letting you know now, more than likely it's probably going to be some kind of a security token. All right. Just want to put that out there. So that means that's going to get mixed up in security laws and stuff. Now, you'll probably be grandfathered in somehow, but I just want to put a word of warning out for that. They did not say anything about Algorand in this article, so I'll leave it at that. Let me check the comments. We'll go to the next article. XTC and Algo pump at odd times in the market. Very interesting. The next article, let me see. Now, here's a 2020 article directly from Ripple. Let me do a copy paste here. This is right off the Ripple website. Santander partners with Ripple to bring certainty and speed to international payments. Now, I'm not going to read this article because it's 3 years old, but this is for new people. Banco Santander, means Santander Bank, has a reputation as one of the finance industry's most innovative organizations. OnePay is one of those. It's called OnePay FX. It's one of their biggest ventures. Santander has 150 million customers. This is 3 years ago. These are figures on 3 years ago. And it's all about Ripple. Santander is all about Ripple. In the United Kingdom, Poland, Brazil, and Spain, Santander launched OnePay FX, they call it. And that's all that I'm going to say on that article right there. Why is my computer so slow? Something's going on. Now I'm going to copy and paste. Ripple bought same 404 error here. See, yeah, they don't want you watching this stuff. I'm able to pull up stuff they don't want you to see. That's why you're getting these errors and stuff. The article I just showed you, Ripple takes on the crypto custody market with Medico. That's a big deal. What will this allow? It will allow Ripple to do it at once, and that's to create tokens, NFT type things, and then hold them in custody, okay? Where other companies will use them. Ripple's getting all set up for the end game. Let me go to the last article of the show. The SEC gets their teeth kicked in by Congress. Gary Gensler gets his teeth kicked in. Let me show you this. Sarolina Willie, thank you very much for that donation. Appreciate that. Appreciate getting a membership and then a donation on top of that. Buffering. Yeah, something's going on with my show. I don't know why. I know it's YT doing this. Sometimes need a VPN out of region to view. Okay, now that's good to know. You can try that one. Like I can see the article, it's just the picture is gone. And sometimes when I go to click, all I see is 404 error. So it's just weird how sometimes Ripple allows me to see, like they try to hide stuff. I don't know what the fucking point of that is. It's like they post something, oh gee, maybe we should take it down. Like, why the fuck are you doing all that? So here's the last article of the show. 8 state attorney generals in the United States challenged the SEC's authority in the Kraken lawsuit with joint amicus brief. So what we got going on here is this. The communist Gary Gensler that works for the SEC, who picks winners and losers, that's illegal. 8 attorney generals are joining Kraken to fight against our government. Do you hear what's going on here? We have prosecutors, 8 prosecutors. They're called attorney generals. They prosecute crime. Well, they're supposed to, but not the Democratic ones. They allow criminals to go free. But that's a whole nother show topic. But more than likely, what we have, we're going to have probably 8 Republican attorney generals who are actually prosecutor district attorneys, kind of attorney generals, okay? And they're going against Gary Gensler. They're going against the government because Gary Gensler, like I've said from day one, he's doing illegal shit. He's in violation of 18 United States Code, Section 242. I've only been talking about that for 4 years. No other channel has. Okay, that's because I think you deserve to have the news, not fluff news like everybody else. Okay, so what I did 4 years ago when I first got into crypto, because I used to work in the court systems and in law enforcement, so I can speak on this, is that when I first started in police academy, I want to say 1992. Yeah, 1992. I was about 22 years old back then. And we were taught about 18 US code. And that is don't violate people's civil rights because you can end up in court and then paying them a big fat fine and go to jail. So, what's a violation of somebody's civil rights? Now, are there cops that do this? Absolutely. But I wasn't one of them. So, when I would pull somebody over, I'd make sure I had, just cause for that, obviously. I had to witness a violation. I pull them over, do the total rigmarole stuff, have them get out of the car on occasion and stuff. Now, planting evidence on somebody, that's a violation of the 18 United States Code. You just violated somebody's civil rights. If I plant evidence on you and then have my partner say, "Hey, could you go search this guy?" And then when my partner searches him, "Oh, you got a bag of cocaine in your pocket." "No, I don't. I just found it in your pocket, sir." "Oh, now I planted the dope on this guy, had my partner go search him. Now this guy gets arrested and goes to jail for possession. Now it depends on how I wrap it. If I wrapped it in small little bags and put 3 G's, $50, and I did all these things, oh, now this guy gets busted for drug possession for sales. That's like getting 2 felonies. So what Gary Gensler is doing is a similar thing, but in the white collar world. Okay. What Gary Gensler did is Gary's trying to control the block. Okay. Let's say you're a drug dealer and you're a little kid, you're a grinder, and you got your own little spot, right? Your own little spot. Then somebody comes in the neighborhood and tries regulating that whole neighborhood, that block, but you got your spot, you're done. Because the big dog's coming in, he's going to take everything over. This is what Gary Gensler is doing to crypto. What I've been saying from day one, and nobody else has, is we have no crypto laws, regulations. Gary can't do Gary can't do anything. All right. Gary Gensler cannot regulate crypto. All he can do is file lawsuits. Remember what I said? That don't mean shit. Government files a lawsuit against you doesn't mean nothing. It means what happens to all these lawsuits? 99% end up in a settlement. You know why? Because Gary Gensler can't prove shit. Let me ask a question. Gary's been on the job 3 years? 3 fucking years. Here's the question. Has he determined 30 to 50 cryptos to be securities, or like what has he done? Answer, he hasn't done shit. He hasn't determined what any crypto is. Have you noticed that? He will not make an announcement. If you ask Gary, "Hey Gary, what cryptos are securities?" Gary's answer will be nothing. Have you noticed that? Well, I'm showing you right now to make you aware. New people, I'm telling you that's what's up. Gary Gensler has been in front of Congress. Tom Emmer. Gary Gensler's been in front of a congressional committee, probably the House Financial Committee. They're asking him, "Gary Gensler, can you please tell us, Gary Gensler, it appears that you're shutting down crypto exchanges and fining them. Can you tell me what cryptos are what?" And Gary doesn't give an answer. And the whole crypto space is like, "Oh, well, that's weird." No, it's not weird. It's what I've been saying all along. Mr. or Miss Exchange, you're selling crypto, continue to do it. You get a lawsuit from Gary, so what? Show up in court and ask them, "Your Honor, under what United States Code section is cryptocurrency regulated in? By what authority, Your Honor, does Gary Gensler regulate cryptocurrency since we don't have definitions or laws? How is a regulator regulating something that is not in the law. Your Honor, I'll listen for your response. Okay, that's how you handle Gary Gensler. Okay, take him to court and have him explain. Everybody can get in on a civil rights violation lawsuit with Gary Gensler. You can have an attorney represent a group of people. You all can pitch in money and sue Gary Gensler and have him in court explaining under what laws of the United States he's shutting down crypto exchanges so you can't buy it. That will cause Gary Gensler to stop doing all the dumb shit real quick. See, Gary likes taking people to court. So let's take Gary to court. Like, we're just being fair. We're not bullying anybody. He likes taking people to court. Okay, great. So that means he likes being in court. So let's take this motherfucker to court. I mean, that's just how I'm looking at it. One side equals the other. There you go. There's your equation, right? We're not doing anything. Like, if Gary, now, here's the thing. We can solve this problem real quick. If Gary would stop taking people to court, then we will stop taking Gary Gensler to court. See how that works? It's brilliant. It's called an equation. I mean, we only learned it back in 3rd grade. Okay, nothing difficult. So a group of 8 United States attorneys general filed a joint amicus brief on Thursday arguing that the SEC enforcement action against the crypto exchange Kraken exceeded Gary Gensler's delegated powers. Finally, after 4 years of me saying this shit every week for 4 years, I've been saying this for 200 weeks. Gary Gensler has no authority. Well, I've been saying that for 3 years. But overall, the government, like I've told you already, when the Justice Department busts people for crypto, it's not for crypto. It's money laundering, wire fraud, wherever it might be. I'll tell you something else. This Ethereum free pass shit, no one's getting in trouble. Okay? Because of what? See, these other channels have no idea. Like the digital dildos, they have no clue about this shit. Because remember, all they do is they just read off news highlights. They don't think. There's no critical thinking involved in their channels. Okay? So I'm gonna have to think for them. If we have no crypto laws and regulations, nobody is getting in trouble for selling Ethereum, free pass, no free pass, whatever you want to fucking call it. Nobody's getting in trouble because there's no laws against crypto. So you can buy and sell it any fucking way you want. Go ahead and tell the digital dildos this, okay? Because they keep trying to, we're going to sound the alarm and the Ethereum free pass. That's not going nowhere, dude. See, these people don't know. And it's my job to tell you because they don't know. But in America, we don't have crypto laws, rules, regulations. We have nothing. Nobody's getting in trouble. When there's no definitions and there's no laws, what they did is not illegal. They sold something where there's no laws against it. However they sold it, it does not matter. So you can tell your digital dildos, they're wasting all their time. Ain't nobody going to jail. None of them. Now, why? Well, I've been saying from day one, look, Ripple's the government. And so is Ethereum and all these others, okay? The reason we don't have crypto laws is because the government is making a new form of money. Our government can't do that. It's illegal if there's rules and laws about crypto. Think about this now. In America, we got rules for everything, right? My God, you try to sell sandwiches on the street and you got to have a health license, a tax code. You see what I'm saying? Well, unless you're an illegal alien, then you can do all kinds of shit and not have to follow laws. But if you're an American citizen, you got to get a small business license, then you got to register, then you got to have insurance, then you got to have a health and safety check. You got to do all these things. Unless you're selling tacos along the street, then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Okay. Think about this now with cryptocurrency. There's no laws. There's no rules, no regulations. We already know Ripple and Stellar are government contractors, subcontractors. I've already shown you how Ripple came out in 2013, same year as Ripple China crypto. How about that, right? So we already know from watching Crypto Hulk that Ripple is not a company, it's a country. Okay, it's a government agency, and it's a combination of countries. All right. So in America, how do we have banks? Well, they're private organizations. So, Crypto Hulk, what you're saying is that the government is behind Ripple. There you go. Now you're learning. Keep going. The government's behind Ripple, and they're creating a new form of money because it's illegal for the government to do that unless there's laws or whatever, right? Okay, exactly. So, in the United States, we have called the Federal Reserve. It's a private organization. See, in America, we have banks, but the government's not the bank. In China, you got banks because the government is the banks. In Russia, you got banks because in Russia, the government owns the banks. Got it? In America, the government doesn't own the banks. In America, by constitution, by statute, law, the government's not allowed to get involved in the banking business. But what if we have no crypto laws? Then the government can be creating the cryptos as we know it today. Oh, damn, Crypto Hulk. You like see all this stuff where these other channels have no idea. Well, they'll have an idea once it's all over. Remember, Crypto Hulk's years ahead. Okay. So that's what's been going on for, well, we know since 2001 there's Ripple China. So we know that the government has been actively involved, the United States government and other governments working together with the United States to make it look like they've been working on this secretly for 23 years. We have all the I've shown all the evidence. It's very clear. That's why we don't have crypto laws. See, look, I just got done saying we got laws for everything, right? Everything you could imagine. Laws and taxes. Now let me ask a question. Why for the past 14 years have we not had any crypto laws? When there's billions and trillions of money, dollars moving through crypto, we don't have any laws or regulations. Tell me if that makes sense. Does it make any sense? No. There's always a money trail in life. Whatever happens, there's always a money trail. There's a money trail going on here because if you've got an organization like this that's pumping trillions and you've got tax laws, look, nobody knows who made Bitcoin. Really? This just sounds ridiculous. You got the United States who taxes the fuck out of everything we do. They know everything. The little spies are listening everywhere, but nobody knows who Satoshi is. Bitcoin is sold on the stock market, and the SEC doesn't investigate who owns Bitcoin. Like, that's absurd. Absurd. Word. You got it? Anything that's sold on the stock market has to register with the SEC, doesn't it? Yes, they do. How the fuck do you register Bitcoin? There's no owner. There's no 1-800 number. Isn't this absurd? That's how Crypto Hulk's like, wait a second. This is not a company. It's got to be a country. See? We start looking at the grand scheme of things. Why would the United States government not want to have clarity with crypto? Why do they want something that's ambiguous? Why do they want something that's dark and shadowy? Because they're the ones doing shit. They're making these cryptos and transferring around the world to Russia, China. It's a secret. Now we're getting a conspiracy. The show's almost over. But it's a conspiracy amongst all the governments in the world to get hooked up on. Then all of a sudden, we're going to have this financial crisis, and then boom, crypto saves us. You'll see. It'll be just like that. And people look back 10, 20 years from now, like, damn, how did this Crypto Hulk guy know this shit? Because to us on this channel, it's very clear what's going on. That's why you watch Crypto Hulk, because you're like, damn, now I see all this stuff, how it really goes down. Now you know why Crypto Hulk channel, YouTube has to hammer on it so hard. Because if this information here, that's why I got a private show today, and I'm kind of I kind of get some leeway in a private show. If I'm doing a public show, they would not allow this shit at all. Okay. So today's show is private. So I can talk about things like this a little bit more, but they still are messing with the channel. There's a lot of things going on with this channel today. But that's why I wanted to show you. Lastly, here's the actual United States Code. It's from the Cornell School of Law. Let me show you right here. I'm going to wrap the show up with this. Gotcha is like, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Hey, you're saying that too early. Okay. Cornell Law School, 18 United States Code, Section 242. The title is Deprivation of Rights Under Color of Law. What that means is this: if you take away somebody's rights and you have a job as a police officer, remember how Gary says they're cops on the beat, right? Regulation by enforcement. Isn't that what Gary Gensler claims that he does? Regulates by enforcement, like law enforcement officer. He regulates enforcement. Gary says, I'm more like a cop on the beat. Really? Okay. So here's the law then, Gary. I'm glad you told everybody that, Gary. I'm glad you said that. Because here's why your ass will go to jail. Whoever, and they're talking about a government employee, whoever under color of any law, meaning the government gives you authority, willfully subject